Cathedral Fighting Irish men's soccer from White River Elementary School. We'd like to welcome you to today's broadcast of IHSAA Men's Soccer on Hamilton County Television, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 26 years in business. We'd also like to thank our other great sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, Community Health, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Smith's Jewelers, One Zone, and the HCTV calendar. Well, we were here about a week ago, and the weather was most definitely very threatening. It was overcast. We had a lightning delay and had all kinds of problems. But, boy, Dan Axe, you couldn't ask for a more beautiful afternoon than we've got here today.
It is. There's not a cloud in the sky. This is so much different from last week.
Well, we have two teams here tonight in the form of the Irish and the Millers. Millers come into this game at 4-5-1. Irish come in 6-3-1. And Dan, let's kind of contrast these two teams for us, if you would, sir.
Well, it looks like to this point, Cathedral's been the more successful. They don't play in a conference. Noblesville's 1-3 in their conference. They've struggled a little bit. I'm sure they're looking to get back on a good track here.
Well, the Millers are what did I say? They're 1-3 in the conference. And they, you know, the Hoosier Crossroad Conference, I don't care what sport it is, the teams have a tendency to beat up on each other. And, of course, Cathedral has got a very proud and rich history as far as their sports programs. Many of them is very successful: football, basketball, baseball, and soccer is just another one of them that has been very successful for them. Yes,
it is. Let's see. Noblesville's coming off of a loss to Zionsville most recently, and I'm sure they want to avenge that here against Cathedral. This is a rivalry that's gone back a few years as well.
Yeah, I was trying to find out what the history on this was, and I couldn't find any history on this. On this, and so I really couldn't go, a whole lot farther. But Cathedral comes in, as I said, at 6-3-1, and they have got a goaltender who is the real deal.
Yes, absolutely, and on a low-scoring team, that's what you need.
Colosso comes in with a goals against average of a .05, which is just absolutely phenomenal. And one of the things I noticed, they have only allowed, through 10 matches this season, they've only allowed 5 goals, nothing in the last 3 matches. And they really haven't been, they've been playing pretty challenging teams there.
They play a very good schedule, so that's a pretty stout effort there. Must have some good defenders in front of that keeper as well.
So what do you look for the keys for the game tonight for both of these teams, Dan?
I imagine it'll be to come out and try to get the first goal for either team. I'm sure that'll be pretty critical here.
We're going to turn things over to Ando Tressler, the public address announcer here at Noblesville. He's going to have a couple announcements for us and introduce the teams.
Saturday, September 22nd from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. at Tractor Supply Company, located on the corner of State Road 37 and Pleasant Street. Come out and support the boys soccer program. For 200 years, the University of Cincinnati has put education into action, seizing every moment and owning every experience. After all, we invented co-op in 1906. We're 2 centuries in, but we're just getting started. Imagine what's next. Start your boldly Bearcat journey at uc.edu/remarkable. In the spirit of sportsmanship, we ask that all fans act responsibly and courteously to those around you. Abusive language or disorderly conduct is unacceptable and is not welcome at Noblesville High School sporting events. Let's afford the student-athletes, coaches, officials, and your fellow fans the respect they deserve. Your cooperation is appreciated. Please enjoy the game.
congratulations. Well, we have a moment here. I'd like to thank Andrew Trissler and the rest of the Noblesville High School athletic staff for all the information and their great support for us. They always make us feel very welcome, regardless of whether we're over here at soccer, at baseball, at football, whatever it happens to be. We always appreciate their hospitality. Tony Euler, Assistant Athletic Director, Leo Woolridge, the Athletic Director, Bobby Davis, the Secretary, and Andrew Trissler, all part of the athletic department here at Noblesville High School.
Thank you. Thank you.
Couple of roster changes here. Let's go back to Andrew.
Noblesville High School welcomes you to White River Elementary Soccer Complex, home of the Noblesville Millers. Today's IHSAA boys soccer match features the Cathedral Fighting Irish and your Noblesville Millers. Today's IHSAA boys soccer match features, I've already announced this, don't worry about it. Let's meet the starting lineups first for the visiting Cathedral Fighting Irish. The starting goalkeeper, a senior, number 0, Nick Colosso. A senior, number 3, Jacob Schneider. A junior, number 5, Brent Gleason. A senior, number 6, Nick Morosis. A senior, number 7, Connor Hellman. A senior, number 9, Emerson Masuccio. A junior, number 10, Quinn Leas. A senior, number 13, Noah Gruber. A senior, number 14, Colton Johnson. A senior, number 17, Sean Callahan. A senior, number 19, Nate Griffin. And the head coach of Cathedral is Whitey Capsalis. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Noblesville Millers. In goal, a junior, 00, Adam Carter. A senior, number 3, Tommy Gregory. A sophomore, number 4, Drew Barnes. A freshman, number 5, Spencer Holland. A freshman, number 6, Homer Alt. A senior, number 8, Josh Lovett. A senior, number 11, Braden Kofer. A junior, number 12, Gabe Imes. A junior, number 13, Colin Cates. A sophomore, wearing 17 tonight, Colin Todd. A junior, number 18, Jack Miller. And the head coach of the Noblesville Millers in his second season is Ken Golaski. Ladies and gentlemen, would you now please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
who's celebrating over 26 years in business? Well, that's Logan Street Signs and Banners, specializing in last-minute signage and banners, serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. Contact them at 317-773-7200 or visit their website, www.loganstreetsigns.com. You can follow them on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Also, Noblesville Trophies offers a large array of products, including sports trophies, corporate awards, and in-house embroidery. Noblesville Trophies provides you with same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out online, www.noblesvilletrophies.com, and follow them on Facebook and on Twitter. Well, Dan, we have got almost ideal conditions for this soccer match here tonight. Game time, 77 degrees, a light wind out of the north-northwest at 2, 60% the relative humidity. You could not ask for better playing conditions than we have tonight.
No, it's ideal. The field should just be perfect. The assistant referee on the far side is going to have a little trouble with the sun here, at least until it goes down. He's not wearing a hat, so.
Yeah, I imagine that's going to make for an interesting time, to say the least. But I think, from what I've seen of these things and what I have heard from various people talking around here today, I think we're going to have a good defensive battle here tonight, and we are underway. Irish will be moving right to left in the white road uniforms. Millers in their black home jerseys, moving left to right on your screen. Ball goes out of bounds. Millers will have the inbound play. Millers will be defending the north goal to begin with here in the first half. Irish will be defending the south goal. Another out of bounds play. Dan, how important are the first few minutes of this match?
They really set the tone for the whole game. You give up an early goal, you're opening yourself up because you've got to go try to get a goal. You can't be in the defensive posture you'd want to be in. So it's really, really critical not to give up that early goal.
Yeah, I've noticed in just looking over things on these two teams, the Millers seem to be a little bit more aggressive. We have a side kick coming in here. Right out in front, knocked down by the Irish, and they've got it. That's Sean Callahan with the ball.
Number 3 took the corner there. Jacob Schneider.
But I would think that for the Millers, it's probably essential for the Millers to try to get on the board early here, because the Fighting Irish from Cathedral are such a good defensive team.
Absolutely. There's virtually no wind either. Flags are pretty much straight up and down.
A beautiful night. Just a gorgeous night here in Noblesville for soccer. Cathedral takes the ball away from the Millers. They're trying to get it up the field. Goes out of bounds. Irish will inbound the ball. Millers take it away, but the Irish take it right back. Irish at the center line. Trying to get it down into the Miller zone.
Got a ball forward here, but safely in the hands of the keeper.
Miller's had 4 defenders back there, making sure that the Irish couldn't just kind of sneak right through there and get a shot on goal. Good goal kick there. Irish with the ball once again. That one's is that gonna end up out of bounds? Well, not quite. Miller's trying to set it up. Irish managed to block it and get it a little bit far out, but that one sails over the net out of bounds.
Pretty optimistic shot there.
About 10 feet too high, but it was it had the right aim, but just a little bit too high.
We saw quite a few of those last week.
Yeah. You can't blame the wind for it tonight.
No.
There is virtually no wind tonight. Miller's trying to set it up. Four back deep for the Millers, setting up, sending it down deep into Irish territory. That was going to go out of bounds.
I think we're going to get a throw in down there.
Irish with the throw in to get the ball back in play. Millers with three defenders right there at the midfield line.
Yeah, I think they're playing four back on both sides. It looks like they're just rotating one player up, depending on which side it is.
Josh Lovett missed that, then recovered. Jacob Schneider had the ball for the Fighting Irish. And that goes out of bounds again. Millers with the inbound ball. Trying to get it down into the Irish zone. Irish trying to get it set up. Millers have four players back. That one ends up going right into the coach's hands there on the sidelines. Irish trying to get a shot set up here. Millers take it right back. It's Tommy Gregory bringing it up. Got a man down there. Got Gabe Imes. Imes gets it over to Lovett near the corner. Lovett puts it on the goal, but the goalkeeper comes out and deflects that nicely. Another ball goes out of bounds.
That was more of a centering ball than a shot there, but he cleared it out well.
Yeah, I don't think that had a prayer going in, but just cleared it to try to get it away from the defenders. Irish trying to set it up and get it down into Miller territory. Both teams kind of feeling each other out here to see what they're going to do, Dan.
Yeah, there's not been a real chance here either way.
Yeah.
We're about 6 minutes in.
Another throw-in coming from the side. The Millers will put the ball back in play. Off the head there, into the corner. There's a shot. Drew Barnes with the, I guess, the first official shot on goal.
Sure enough.
Of the game. Colasso puts that ball high in the air, well over the midfield stripe. Colasso comes into this game with a goals against average of a 0.5. Played almost every minute. As far as I know, he has played every minute for the Irish. That's going to go out of bounds. I think that's going to go back to the Irish, isn't it, Dan?
Yeah. That's Gruber on the throw-in. He's wearing 20 instead of 13.
Mm-hmm. Irish trying to set it up and get it down into the territory there. Ball spent quite a bit of time near midfield so far in this match. Good clearing job there by the Millers to get it out of there. They had not gotten it out of there. One of the Irish forwards was right there ready to pounce on that thing and bring it down onto the goaltender. The Millers cleared it.
Got a foul here, so it's going to be Lovett on the free kick.
31.5 minutes here remaining in the first half. Lovett puts it high in the air. Irish defend it, get it back out.
Tried to switch fields there, and it just was a little bit too far.
Yep. That's going to go to the Irish, and Connor Hellman inbounds it. Another out-of-bounds play. Seems like there's a lot of out-of-bounds plays in this game so far. Or is this about normal?
He called a foul there, I think.
Oh, did he?
Let's get that ball on the ground. Yeah, I thought it was out of bounds, too.
I didn't see the foul call. Irish trying to get the thing set up. Yeah, good job getting it in there. Irish take it back. That's Quinn Leas. The shot that misses. Adam Carter will have a kick.
Gorgeous field up here at Noblesville.
Well, you know, we've had enough rain this summer and fall to keep things in good shape. And, you know, in spite of the hot weather we've had, the field's in amazingly good shape. Here comes the Millers breaking through. Good stop there.
Spencer Holland.
Colasso with a good save there.
Straight to the keeper. He didn't really have any help there. There was nobody with him.
Almost had a breakaway, though. Miller's inbound it. That one goes off of the Irish. I believe that one off Quinn Leas. Millers will inbound it. Nice job there by Brent Gleason. Yeah, he just stepped right in front of that ball there and deflected it.
So it'll be Gruber again on the throw, and he seems to take most of the throw-ins, regardless of which side it is.
Miller's pop it out of bounds again, off the head of Jack Miller. Gruber. Johnson, back to Gruber. Centers it. Irish cannot get the shot off. There it goes into the into the zone there, and that was a heads-up play defensively.
Corner there. He's appealing for a foul in the box, but I don't think he's going to get it.
Yeah. Carter was all set to take a shot there, but the Millers defended it well, and they never got the shot off.
So this corner is going to go take place with the keeper looking straight into the sun, as well as the defenders here. So.
Yep, and he's got a Fighting Irish player right in front of him, trying to get the deflection. They do not.
And it's cleared.
Yeah, nice job of clearing that by the Millers. Get it out of danger, away from that goal box. Brandon Kofer brought it down. I think that's Kofer still with the ball, isn't it?
Nice ball forward.
Yep. Move to get the ball out of bounds and stop the play.
Put it out of play here. Johnson chasing it down.
Back at midfield. Irish trying to get it set up. 27-20 here in the first half. Millers take the ball away. Over midfield.
He's letting them play on here.
Spencer
There's a foul
Holland,
behind that.
I was surprised that didn't get stopped, Dan.
Yeah, he got the ball forward. I think that was better advantage.
Down in the corner, Miller's trying to get it out in the center, goes back out of bounds again.
Got another corner.
The ball boys have kept busy today, haven't they? The retrievers.
Yes, they have.
think that's is that Tommy Gregory out there
Yes,
for the Millers?
number 3.
Number 3. When they get that far away, the numbers in the front are impossible to read. The ones on the back are even are a little difficult.
It's a little better here in the daytime.
Yeah. Colin Johnson with the ball brings it down and goes out of bounds off of the Millers again. Irish will have the inbound play. Connor Hellman bringing it in this time. I don't think we've had any substitutions yet, have we?
No.
About 14 minutes into this match. Goalkeeper
comes out. Noblesville still has a pressure here.
Yeah, that one went off of Quinn Leas. Got a foul called here. Did you see what happened there?
I didn't.
I saw a couple bodies on the ground.
And nobody's complaining, so it must have been a good call.
Interesting position for a kick here, Dan.
Let's see. Jack Miller.
Try to set this up for a deflection, or will he try to go for the goal?
No, I imagine he'll try to curve it in toward the left post.
It's going to go out of bounds.
Nobody was there.
Good idea, just not executed well yet.
Maybe everybody wasn't on the same page there.
Just under 25 left in the first half here. Welcome aboard today, Hamilton County Television, bringing you the Millers and the Fighting Irish here from White River Elementary School in Noblesville. Beautiful day for anything outside today. First substitutions of the match. Irish get it down into the Miller zone, trying to look to set up the play. Johnson trying to get it set up, gets it back out to Matt Welsh.
Shot.
Nice save.
Keeper spills it out there a little bit, but nobody was there to follow.
Carter did a nice job of smothering that and keeping that from being another from a rebound. Carter comes back out again. Oh my. He almost lost that ball, and he had Jacob Schneider right there on top of him. If he'd have lost that, Schneider would have had a wide open goal for a shot. Close play there. Irish send it all the way down.
Cathedral's pretty much just playing balls over the top right now.
Yeah.
Here's some build.
Cathedral trying to get the thing set up here. Johnson trying to set it up. Matt Welsh over in the corner trying to center it. Goes off the Irish, rather goes off the Millers. Irish will have the throw in from the side.
Noblesville defends well. They've got 6 consistently back in the box.
Could we be looking at another 0-0 match, Dan?
I don't know.
I mean, this is starting out just like we had in the girls' match last week.
That was a great defensive effort last week
Yes,
by the
it was.
Westfield girls.
Well, both of the goaltenders here have made some nice saves already in this match.
Got away from him, got a Noblesville throw here. Love it. And some more subs.
Miller substitution, number 20, Sam Johnson, and number 24, Brian Diaz Villalobos.
Well, just about this point last week where we had our delay.
Yeah. I don't think you can say that and jinx it this week.
I don't think so.
You know how many times you're at a baseball game or a football game and say, boy, this game's moving right along.
Yeah, and then it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both these teams trying to get things set up. Tyler Cassidy down there for the Millers getting things set. Puts the ball back in play. Good header there by Brent Gleason. All the way across the field. Back to the goaltender, Carter. Carter sets it up, gets it out to Colin Cates. Cates sends it down. Good job there by Colasso. He came out and the Millers had a charging forward there.
Yeah, he needed to take charge of that one. That's one of those you got to make the play, because if he doesn't make the play, he's just opened up his goal.
Yeah, we've had a couple. We've had a couple on each side like that, where the goaltenders have come out and taken the play away. Here comes the Irish again. Nice block
nice
there.
Tackle.
Yeah, by Colin Cates. Irish come up with it. It's out of bounds. And Irish will inbound the ball. Noah Gruber inbounding the ball once again, down into the corner.
It's Nick Victor that they had substituted in up top.
First time we've seen him today. He's one of the juniors on this Irish team. This Irish team's got 15 seniors on it.
And they graduated some really good players last year, too. So
4 juniors and 1 sophomore.
They must have had a pretty good JV team last year, too.
Well, the JV match that ended up here just a little less than an hour ago or so, the Millers beat the Irish 2-0 in the JV match.
Nice win for them. Noblesville much more trying to get the build going here. Cathedral much more trying to play over the top.
Imes had a nice job of ball handling right there in the center of the field. And just couldn't get it much farther there. Kofer sets it up. Irish take it back away. Matt Welsh gets it down the field. He had Nick Victor right there, and the Millers took it away and didn't give Victor a chance. Millers and the Irish here on Hamilton County Television. Welcome aboard. IHSAA Boys Soccer, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners, serving the community for over 26 years. You know, Dan, when I was younger, 26 years seemed like a long time. Now it doesn't seem quite as long anymore, does it?
No, I remember it.
That one goes out of bounds once again, and the Irish will put the ball back in play.
Cathedral, I think, is going to a 4-5-1 here. They've just got one player up top, and Noblesville steals it.
Cassidy back out toward the center. Kofer sets it up. Irish almost take it away, but Josh Lovett keeps it. Ooh. That'll be a foul call, right?
Yeah, foul on Lias. Gabe Imes putting it in play.
Trying to get it set up, trying to get a deflection in there, get something in the net. Both teams have had a couple good chances so far in this match, but the goaltenders have been up to the task. Comes Alt.
I think the Millers have had the better pressure here so far.
Mm-hmm. Block by the Irish there. Nice block there by Lias. Irish try to get it back down the field. They cannot. Diaz Villeboas puts it down toward the net. for the Millers. That one's going to go out of bounds. Goaltender Nick Colasso will put the ball back in play. 16-17 left here in the first half.
Game's moving right along.
Yes,
no
it
stoppages
is.
here tonight.
Millers with 4 back.
Can be handled pretty easily here.
Carter takes the ball and he'll put it back in play. Well past the midfield line, and that's going to go out of bounds and into the stands. Irish had a nice defensive play in that thing, Dan, but unfortunately for them, it went out of bounds, and Josh Levitt is going to have a chance to put it back in.
Again.
Substitution number 3, Tommy Gregory, and number 18, Jack Miller.
Miller and Gregory return, starting in back on the field. They were starters.
They switched sides on the substitution also.
Mm-hmm. Another ball out of bounds, but the Millers will inbound it deep in the Cathedral territory. Couldn't see who was going over there to put that in. I think that's Lovett. Probably is. He's had a lot of the inbound plays so far tonight.
Long throw.
Yep.
Into the box.
Tries to get it centered, but cannot. Nick Victor kicks it out of bounds for the Irish, and the Millers will go back on the offense again. Dan, on a day like today, when you're subbing, how long do you normally like to keep a player on the bench? How long of a breather do you like to give them?
In the back, you probably don't do a whole lot of subbing. Usually it's just you want to get them off for 2 or 3 minutes, even before the half.
Mm-hmm.
Just depends on how much they've had to run. This has been fairly end-to-end tonight, so they're getting to run a little bit.
But the conditions are a lot better tonight. I mean, it's a little warm out there, but
it's not dreadful.
Yeah. But it's not hot and real humid tonight, like we've had in some of the matches earlier.
Well,
season.
last week before the break, remember they did a water break in the JV game that night.
Yep. Here's a possible breakaway, and Colasso comes out and smothers the ball. Both these goaltenders have done a nice job tonight, Dan, and picking up the play when there's been some danger in front of them there.
These are two good teams. They play at a pretty high level in their schedule. They play about as good a schedule as you get in Indiana, so you got to have a good keeper. Probably have to have more than one good keeper.
Yeah, and I know Colasso is the only one I see on their roster that's listed as a goalkeeper. I would assume that they're probably carrying somebody from the JV team in case he's injured.
Sure.
But,
yeah.
Miller's let it go back.
Plays it back to the keeper. Puts him under a little pressure, but not much.
Yeah. Adam Carter puts it back in play again.
These coaches are not going to be too happy with that ball up in the air so much. They want the ball down to their feet.
Mm-hmm. More feet and less head, huh?
Yep.
Oop, did it go out of bounds? Nope. Yeah, it did. Did go out of bounds, so the Irish are going to get that back. Hey, we're talking about the goaltenders here. You look at Nick Colasso with a goals against average of a 0.500, which is excellent. But then for the Millers, you've got Adam Carter there, who's got a 1.22 goals against average. But, I mean, you look at that, Dan, and that's nothing to sneeze at either. That's pretty doggone good.
No, and that's playing in the Hoosier Crossroads Conference, too. So got some people that can score. Keeper well out of the goal on that one. Just been an awful lot of balls hit back to about the center line that either Noblesville handles easily or just goes out of bounds. So it's not been much of an effective threat here for probably the last 10 minutes anyway for Cathedral.
In the HCC, the Millers are currently in 6th place at 1-3 in the conference. Zionsville so far has owned the conference at 4-0, followed by Hamilton Southeastern at 3-0-1. And then Brownsburg, Fishers, Avon, and then Noblesville. But you look at the look at the games that the Millers have played, and they once again have not given up a whole lot of goals. And you got some poll information there too.
Yeah, Zionsville's still ranked number 1 in the boys' side. Get 4 HCC teams in the top 20. Hamilton Southeastern at 4, Fishers at 8, and Brownsburg at 15.
Of course, the Millers lost 2 nights ago to Zionsville. Lost to them 4-0.
There's a lot of people that have lost to Zionsville, so it's not bad.
You still talk to coaches in the HCC, and they still, even though the competition is tough, they still like it because they like that grade of competition. And
absolutely.
Lance Scheib is sitting over here to our left, former head football coach for the Millers, and I'm sure he'd agree the same thing, that they like that level of competition. Millers with a chance there to try to kick that ball away, and they could not do it. We're under 10 minutes in the first half. Adam Carter comes out and makes the stop.
Distributes the ball out to his right back. Once again, the ball's up in the air.
That's going to come over here into the stands. No, it's not. I thought that ball was going to be into the stands, but no wind tonight.
No wind.
If we'd had an easterly wind, we'd have had it in the stands. Lucas might have caught it up on the roof.
Punched it back on.
Yeah. Irish and the Millers. No score here. 8:49 in the first half here on Hamilton County Television. Welcome aboard tonight. We're glad to have you with us. Just getting to the point where I think they finally turned the lights on. But it's going to be a little while before the lights take effect. But shortly after 8 o'clock, it'll be dark here. Summer is rapidly coming to an end, Dan.
And that'll make finding those numbers on the front of those uniforms that much more fun.
They're hard to see now.
They are. Another corner out to the right. Colden Johnson.
Millers once again setting the defense.
Ball came out nicely there, but he couldn't get his foot on it.
Yeah, just couldn't get the shot off. The Millers do a good job on the defense. And they're going to kick it back to Carter, let him put it back in play. 7:38 in the first half. We are scoreless here at White River Elementary. Beautiful night to be sitting outside. I know there's a lot of people happy about this press box here at White River Elementary now having air conditioning in it, Dan, but it's on nights like tonight, it's almost just as well just to leave the windows open. It's so comfortable out there.
Yeah, I took pictures back of that and showed it to the Hamilton Southeastern ADs.
Mm-hmm. Irish had the ball. Millers take it back. Millers trying to get something going here late in the first half. Good hustle there by the Millers. A 2-on-1. That's going to go out of bounds, and I didn't see who's going to get the possession on that.
It's going over to Cathedral.
Go to Cathedral. 6:20 and counting here in the first half.
Cathedral had 10 people behind the ball there for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody up top. Possession-wise, I think it's significant now that Noblesville's had probably at least 60-40.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you were saying earlier, this has been quite the back-and-forth match so far.
He was off.
Offside?
Yeah. Number 15.
Millers will have a chance to set it up here once again. Just a little bit over 5 minutes left here in the first half. Now the Irish finally come up and put some pressure on the Millers. I see 22 out there for the Millers, but I don't see a. Oh, yeah, I do. Curtis Martin. Okay. I misread that. That one will go over to the Irish.
Maybe it's just us, you know. Last week, no goals. This week, no goals. We've almost 3 halves of soccer.
Well,
here.
we'll be back Monday, so we'll have to see what happens Monday against for the girls against Carmel.
You know that'll be a battle.
Yep. A battle for Hamilton County bragging rights, too. Millers with 4 minutes here in the first half put the ball in play. Irish send it right back out of bounds. There has been a lot of high head action today.
Yeah, that's more indicative of the boys' game, I think. Got a lot more pace on the ball.
Miller's trying to get it set up there. Once again, Colasso comes out.
Oh, I think he was
he
out
over
there.
that? Was he over the bound?
No, he didn't call it.
Oh,
the
man.
AR is right on the line there too. So
that was close.
He acted mighty guilty too.
Well, the way he kind of stopped there, he was either acting very guilty or thinking, "Man, I got to stop here quickly." Miller's trying to get it set up once again. Down the sideline, it's a foot race. Won by the Millers now.
Yeah, Spencer Holland, I think.
Right along the sideline there. Do we have a foul called on that?
Yeah, I think so. Yes, it is.
Okay.
2:40 left.
Irish over the center line. Millers have kept the pressure on here. Both teams have had some opportunities here, though, Dan. Here's an opportunity for the Irish. Blocked.
Good chance they get a corner here with 2 minutes left.
Blocked by Curtis Martin. Shot there by Caleb Gillig.
Sun's dropped enough now. The keeper's not going to be looking into the sun.
Yeah. Right, just about 2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Yeah, see ya.
Into the center. Ooh, the Millers thought they might have had an opportunity there for a break. Spencer Holland had that ball go right in front of him, and he's a little upset with himself that he didn't get control of that ball. Miller's setting it up here with about a minute and a half in the first half. I don't think the clock has stopped at all in this half, has it?
I don't think so.
No injuries, no goals. Irish trying to ball handle, and it looks like that's going to go back to the Millers.
Just over a minute. A goal right now would be huge
for
Noblesville.
Yeah, anything that could for either team right now, a goal right at the end of the half here would be big. We are under a minute. Millers put it in. That's going to go out of bounds again. Is that going to go back to the corner, Dan?
Yep. I think it bounced off of two Cathedral.
That's what I thought.
Heads there.
Miller's in a hurry to get this ball back in and try to get an opportunity to score here in the last 35 seconds before this half ends. Right in front. And kicked
Nice
and
clearance.
Cleared.
Nice clearance.
Millers get it right back.
He would have been offside if he played that, so he just ran off of it.
Millers with one last chance here.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Irish will clear it, and that will be the end of the first half, and there is no score. We'd like to welcome you to today's broadcast of IHSAA Men's Soccer on Hamilton County Television, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating 26 years in business. We'd also like to thank our other great sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, Community Health, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Smith's Jewelers, One Zone, and the HCTV calendar. Hey, Dan, speaking of calendars, you know we've got this HCTV calendar, this event calendar, and this thing has been around Hamilton County since 1995. And you can check it out for upcoming events in Hamilton County, including high school events or just almost any kind of event that you can dream of. If you have an event, Dan, if you're going to have a big party, you can put it on the Hamilton County television calendar.
Absolutely.
Come to Dan's house.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's easy to do, and it's also absolutely positively free. The Hamilton County Community Calendar has been online since 1995. Check it out, www.hctvcalendar.com. We'd also like to remind you that Community Health is Central Indiana's leader in providing health care services where and when patients need them. With any questions, you can contact Community Health 317-335-7775 or check out their website, www.ecommunity.com. I'm Brad Silbert along with Dan Axe. We're going to take a break here. We'll be back with more information and a summary of the first half after these messages from our great Hamilton County television sponsors.
When medical care is needed, where will you turn? With Community's Connect to Care program, one call or click finds you the closest open appointment. Request a time yourself or let us do it. From a primary care doctor or virtual visit to a med check or community clinic at Walgreens. Just call or click. You can go right to our website or to me. Connect to Care from Community.
Superheroes come in all shapes and sizes. They don't always meet in an underground fortress. Sometimes they meet in places that appear to be very ordinary to most people. But inside, there are heroes in training. Some are smart, strong, or brave. Maybe they can build cities or heal people when they get hurt. But even superheroes need some help sometimes. With your support, we can change the world. Together, we are a force that can't be defeated. Support the club. Save the world. Support your local superheroes and donate now to the Boys and Girls Club of Noblesville at bgcni.org.
Hey Deb, why do they call us Logan Street Signs and Banners?
Because we started off at Logan Street.
But we're on South 10th Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
Why didn't we change the name?
That would have just confused everybody and they wouldn't be able to find us.
Now I'm really confused.
Bill, we're Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville. Can I help you?
Yeah. I'm looking for Logan Street Signs and Banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
You're telling me that Logan Street Signs and Banners isn't on Logan Street anymore?
Exactly.
So what are you saying?
Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville, Indiana.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry-out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting.
Miller's Varsity Soccer. And welcome to tonight's IHSAA Boys Soccer Match on Hamilton County Television, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 26 years in business. We'd also like to thank our other great sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, Community Health, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Smith's Jewelers, One Zone, and the HCTV Calendar.com. I'm Brad Silbert along with Dan Axe. Before we kind of take a look at this first half here, Dan, I'd like to thank the Hamilton County Television staff here. We've got Will Wofford down in the truck, our producer-director. Got Lucas up on the roof giving us all these beautiful shots. Look at that sky. Isn't that sky just beautiful? And, of course, back at the station, the executive producer, the chief cook and bottle washer, the man who is everything to everything for Hamilton County Television, Jim Wofford back there. Also like to remind you, hey, tomorrow night, got some exciting football action coming up here on Hamilton County Television. Mr. Jack Russell and I will be up in Arcadia at Hamilton Heights High School to bring you Western at Hamilton Heights. Well, Dan, we've got about a minute and a half to go here before we go back to action here, and not much on the scoreboard, but a lot of end-to-end action in that first half.
Yeah, a lot of good hard play here. I'd say most of it has been Noblesville driven, though. It's Cathedral's had some difficulty getting the ball out of the back. It seems like they played the ball over the top quite a bit without much success. But then they filled in the back and prevented Noblesville from getting a score.
Let's talk about the goalkeepers. Both of them have done a good job in the first half, too.
Very nice, very nice. Noblesville keeper spilled one out there, but he was able to recover on it. Not a lot of testing, but they've had a couple corners each way. Got some little guys out here now showing some future work.
Mm-hmm. like to add a little personal note here. We were talking about your daughter Sarah during the broadcast last week, and of course, she's in the Marine Corps down at Camp Lejeune, and they are all hunkered down there in the Carolinas, just waiting on that storm to come in. And I know you just received a text from her, and she's saying, "I'm safe, Dad. I'm safe, Dad." And that's the most important thing now. Now it's just waiting out the storm.
Yeah, it looks like from what she's saying here, the eye of the storm will be coming ashore here at about 2-3 o'clock. So they're very near the water. So it's a tough situation for everybody down there, even the people inland as well.
But they are also, from what I understand, they're in a building that is very well fortified and should have no trouble surviving the storm, right?
Let's hope so. Yeah.
Well, we are ready to go with the second half here. Before we go there, since establishing of Churchill and Antrim in 1880, our neighbors, community leaders, businesses, school districts, they've all placed their trust in us to solve their most important legal issues. We have a rich history of helping our clients when they need it the most. Give us a call, 317-773-2190, or visit our website, CCHALAW. That's Church, Hiddle, and Antrim. We are underway with second half action. In this half, the Irish will be moving left to right on your screen. Millers will be moving right to left, just the opposite of what we had in the first half. Millers with a chance here. Good opportunity, and just wide.
Just wide left.
Oh my! Probably the best opportunity we've seen tonight for for a goal.
Definitely.
Colossus. He didn't have to make a save, but that's probably the closest that the Millers have come tonight with getting in there almost unabated to the goal.
Yeah, he shot far side there too, so he gave it a chance.
Colossus comes out and just picks that ball up right in front of the goal box line there. Back and forth action once again to start this. Irish trying to get it set up and get it down into the Noblesville goal area. I think if we did have statistics on this, Dan, I agree with you that I believe probably close to 2/3 of the action was down in the Cathedral end during that first half.
Cathedral's been able to get a few people more forward this half so far, but once again, it's Miller's putting them under pressure.
Irish clear it. Miller's drop back. Colin Cates takes the ball, goes out of bounds off of the Irish, and Cates will inbound the ball. It's right here in front of us.
2 minutes in here.
Once again, another inbound. Irish trying to get it out of the corner. Almost went out of bounds there. Then it did finally go out of bounds. Millers, I believe, will have the inbound on that.
Two well-coached teams. They match up nicely. Long throw into the box.
Ooh. Miller's almost had a chance there. And
I think he's going to want that one back.
Yep. Had a clear shot there.
Yeah, defensively they were off him. He was not well marked.
I think that was Palmer Alt, who leads the Millers in goals with 5 goals. 13 points on the season. Miller's bringing it right back toward the net again. Setting up, getting it centered. Alt. Drew Barnes. Dangerous situation for the Irish, and
keeper was
Colossus,
fortunate there. Rolled right up to him.
Yeah, he fell right on that ball. Colossus will kick it back into play. Boy, he's got a nice high kick, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Irish trying to get it set up on their first their deepest penetration of the half so far into the Miller zone. Once again,
Nice
setting it
shot.
up, a shot.
Over the top.
That go over or to the wide? I couldn't tell whether it was
little
over
both,
or
I think.
wide, but Carter did not have to make a save on it. Carter with a 1.22 goals against average for the Millers. Nick Colasso is 0.5. I bet there aren't too many goaltenders in the state of Indiana that are 0.5.
I doubt it.
Miller's
Nice
putting the
opportunity
chance on again, putting the pressure on again, and the Irish kick it out of bounds. 35.5 left in regulation in this match. I shouldn't say regulation because we do not have overtime.
That's true.
Not till we get to the sectionals.
That's what I thought. This is a throw in here.
I was wondering if it was going to be a throw in or a side kick there. Or corner
He
kick.
tried to sell the corner kick, but
35 minutes left in this one. Miller's with the ball, setting it up. Imes tried to set it up over to the right of the net. Miller's going after it. Irish get there ahead of time. Miller's with another shot. That one's blocked by the Irish. There's Curtis Martin gets the ball back for the Millers. Miller's keeping the pressure on the Irish here down in their end of the field. Every time the Irish try to get it out of here, Dan, the Millers have responded. Irish with the ball, that'll be a foul.
got a foul there.
Yep. I couldn't see who that was of the Millers, but he just ran right over him. And
right up the back of his leg.
yeah.
Chance for Cathedral to get something started here.
Yeah, they'll have the kick, and
problem they've had on these is they haven't won that many balls in the air, so.
Nice long kick.
I don't think they're going to win that one.
Millers take it right back. Irish get it back into the Miller zone. Irish trying to get it set up. Opportunity in the center there. That one's blocked by Braden Kofer. Gets it out of danger, but the Irish have still got the ball. Irish getting things set up here.
Nice
Ooh,
tackle
almost
there.
a foul there. Or as you called it, a tackle. Miller's setting it up, bringing it down the field. Braden Dahl, first time we've seen him out there tonight. Miller's trying to get it centered and set up.
I think miscommunication
Yeah,
there.
overled the pass there, and the Irish got the ball, but the Millers recovered it, kicked it out of bounds, and that'll set things up for an inbound for the Irish from the far side of the field.
One of the issues that the Irish are having is when they do get the ball out, they've got one up top versus three for the Millers, and that's pretty easily defended for them.
Miller's bringing it down. There's three Irish defenders back there to fend off the two Miller forwards.
Long ball back to the keeper. Let's see if he distributes this or if he just boots it out. Once again, they have not won these balls in the air.
No, they haven't. And they didn't get it that time, but they
Got
got
a
a break there. Possible break there. Oh, my. What a
That's a big boy.
Adam Carter came out and fell on that ball.
Big boy save there.
Wow. I thought that rebound was going to go into the net there, Dan, when that thing came back. I thought, here comes a goal.
That's so, too. I've got a feeling he probably thought that.
Yep. That one's going to go out of bounds.
It's a good idea.
Irish had it. Millers get it back once again. Dan, the Millers have kept the pressure on the Irish.
They've been really sound defensively as well. Taking the ball right off the foot a number of times.
Mm-hmm. Well, the defense has kept both of these teams in this match tonight. Irish will have another opportunity to try to set the thing up. A little bit over 30 minutes left in this one. See what they do with the kick on this one. Will he make it a high fly ball or no, more of a line drive that time? Millers get a foot on it, goes out of bounds, so it'll be inbound right about the midfield line.
So far we've watched 130 minutes of outstanding defensive soccer.
Yes, we have. The only difference between the game last week and the game this week has had far more scoring opportunities.
Yes, absolutely. And the scoring opportunities we did have last week were almost entirely Noblesville.
Mm-hmm.
Substitution number 3, Tommy Gregory.
Irish trying to get it set up in the Miller zone.
Here we go.
Irish trying to get it across.
Nice centering ball.
Masuccio. No,
that was off the post.
Morosis was the one who was on that ball for the Irish. Irish with 4 defenders back. Right up the middle, Millers take it away. Irish try to take it away. Got a foul call there.
Cathedral's starting to connect a little bit here, putting 3 or 4 passes together.
Good opportunity here for the Millers to try to get this ball in and get something set up. Looks like it's going to go out of bounds, a wasted opportunity for the Millers. Millers pick it up once again. Curtis Martin back to the goaltender Carter. He finally kicks it. Sean Callahan was coming in quickly on the net for the Irish.
Cathedral's staying quite a bit higher now. They've got 4 people up top.
Irish trying to get it into the zone. They've got it into the zone. Try to get it out of the corner there.
Cross.
Cleared there by the Millers. There's another opportunity for the Irish, and they just
wide, but they're starting to get some shots now.
Yes, they are. First 10 minutes of this half, it was almost all Noblesville, Dan.
Yep. Looks like a little fatigue back there in the back for the Millers.
Well, they played over 50 minutes now. Another foul there. See what the Millers can do to set it up here from the Cathedral side of the field.
Nice ball in.
Irish get ahead on it and deflect it. Clear it out to midfield. Millers send it back to goalkeeper Adam Carter. Carter with a nice low line drive. But the Irish take it right back. Millers take it back. Braden Dahl. Possible.
Oh, got a break here.
Yep. See where that ball goes. Good job by the goaltender. I think that was one of those situations, Dan, where that ball was not hit that hard, and Colasso almost had to wait for it to come to him.
I think it was maybe deflected there off the defender's foot, too, so it put a little spin on it. Yeah, you're waiting for that ball while somebody's running right at you.
And it seems like it's just waiting and waiting and waiting. No. There's a shot. Save. Saved by Carter. I think that's their second shot on goal this half, if I'm correct. Carter puts that one high in the air. Irish take the ball back. Fall back, regroup, trying to get set up. Miller's put it deep into the zone.
Got to be careful here.
A lot of back and forth action in this match this evening.
I like to see that. I like to see him bring the ball down off his chest to his feet rather than just head it.
Miller's with a possible opportunity here. Does that go out of bounds? Yes, it does.
Yep.
"25 minutes remaining here in the second half. There is no score. It's been a defensive gem for both of these teams tonight, Dan.
Opportunity for the Irish here. They got a player forward. Whoa, he's not going to call anything
Nope.
here. And it's cleared.
Millers get it clear. Cubs win. Under 25 now.
That's something you can't say often enough, you know. Cubs win.
Well, being a Chicago boy, having grown up there and suffered for many, many years, it's so neat to see those guys win. And, of course, I'm biased. There's no more beautiful ballpark in the world than Wrigley Field. Cathedral tried to get the thing in. Miller's trying to get it back toward the center of the field. What was that, 3 or 4 headshots in a row there, Dan? That one, Adam Carter just barely slid over. I don't know how far that was wide of the net, but it wasn't that far.
He pulled his hand back there, fortunately, because he got the goal kick out of it.
Miller's trying to set it up and bring it down. 4 defenders back for the Irish, and Colossus takes the ball, and he'll have the kick.
Coach not going to be happy with hitting that ball up the middle to the keeper like that. Needs to get it out to the side, get people up the field.
Miller's Irish get it back again. Miller's take it right back. Across the center. Opportunity there for Barnes, but he couldn't cash in on it. That one's going to almost come up right here into the press box.
Up into the stands.
Yep. Well, you couldn't have caught it tonight, Dan, because the window's closed.
That's true. But the air conditioning feels great.
Yes, it does.
Subbing in for the Millers, number 24, Brian Diaz Villalobos.
Braden Kofer waiting to throw it in here.
Miller's trying to get something set up here.
Nutmeg there.
There's a
That's
shot
a good
that sails
idea
over the net.
Real good idea.
Colosso will put it back in play.
That'll pull those defenders out a little bit too.
You see a little bit of the fatigue setting in here. The boys just aren't quite as quick down the field right now getting set up. It's almost like Colosso was taking about 15, 20 seconds there to allow him to catch a breath.
I do have a feeling somebody's going to score here.
Irish trying to get it down there. They've got a man open down there. There's a shot. Oh, right across the front of the goal.
Really nice save. Really nice.
Oh, wow.
It's a good hit, too.
Mm-hmm. Didn't have a breakaway, had a defender right with him, but had him by about a half a step. And
took the left-footed shot, too.
Yep. So that'll be a corner kick for the Irish. Or will it be?
Good ball. Good ball. Fisted out.
Miller's clear it all the way down the field. Colossus takes it. He was 20 feet beyond the goal line there, wasn't he?
Yeah,
the box.
A sweeper keeper move there.
Mm-hmm. Miller's trying to get it set up. Got a 3-on-3 here if they can cash in on it. That one's going to roll out of bounds, and I think that's going to go over to the Irish. No, that does go to the Millers, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think there's a couple subs here, too. And let them regroup here a little bit.
Number 18, Michael Sweda. And for the Millers, number 19, Brady Anderson.
2 subs in for the Millers. Get some fresh legs out there. This last 10 minutes or so, the Irish have put more pressure on. Oh, shot that was
nice hit,
wide to the left.
Pretty wide, but it was a nice hit.
Mm-hmm. Hard hit. Colossus will kick it in again. Colosso, I'm sorry.
He's playing like a Colossus.
Miller sent it right back down in front of the net. But the Irish managed to clear it. Irish trying to get it set up for an opportunity in the Miller end, but Millers once again take it away. Here's a ball going into the corner, and Colosso just let that ball roll out of bounds. I think what he was thinking, Dan, is he was probably thinking, if he gets near that, I'll jump on it, but if not, I'll let it go out of bounds and I'll get the kick.
Yeah, he just sort of blocked him away from the ball.
Mm-hmm. Good thought on his part.
Miller substitution, number 5, Spencer Holland.
More substitutions for the Millers.
I recommend the only thing in this was my starting lineups.
Number 6 been forward quite a bit here. He gets another run here.
Well, Palmer Alt, the leading goal scorer for the Millers with 5 goals, 13 points in the season.
He's been lurking up there, that's for sure.
Well, he's the guy the Millers would like to get the ball to, but so far it hasn't happened.
He's got nice speed.
Miller's trying to get it set up again, just trying to get it in there.
Nice hit.
Another one
nice
over
hit.
the net.
Over the top.
Colosso with the kick. Millers get ahead on it and send it back toward the Irish goal. The Irish take control of it again. Miller sent it almost all the way down there. Colosso picks it up and he'll kick it back into play. Probably a good move on his part rather than letting it go out of bounds, Dan.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd rather punt it, but this wasn't a very good punt.
No, that's he's been hitting him over the midfield line all night. And that one maybe came off the side of his foot. Miller's down into the corner. Got 2 Irish on him. Ball goes out of bounds. I couldn't see who that was off of.
Maybe a little fatigue even on the keeper here.
Yeah.
16 minutes left. He's had a lot of work tonight.
Another ball out of bounds.
I think we're getting a goal kick out of that. There's plenty of time for somebody to get this going.
Yeah, we got 15:54 left in the half. That was a little better inbound kick by Colasso, but Millers have got it back again. There's a foul called there, wasn't there?
Might have been a handball. I couldn't tell.
0-0 between the Irish and the Millers here on Hamilton County Television. Soccer game of the week. White River Elementary School. Irish trying to get it set up down there on the field.
Nice step.
We had a Miller down that looked like number 18, Jack Miller, went down.
Oh, we've got a foul called here just outside the box, probably about 24 yards out. Just to the left of center.
Yeah. Jack Miller went down hard, but he's up, and he seems to be moving around pretty good now, Dan. When he first got up, he was getting up there a little gingerly.
Cathedral needs to capitalize on this one.
Irish and Millers both setting their offense and defense right there at the goal box line. Adam Carter comes out just a little bit. Will he go for the net on this, Dan?
I think so. Yep.
That's going to go
just
over. Oh, wow. That was close. You don't get much closer than that. Let's take a look at the replay on how that went when he kicked that here, Dan. Watch this. Just barely over the net. Says the Irish can't capitalize. Millers get a break. Still no score. 13:50 on the clock. Spencer Holland, ball handling. Back to Braden Kofer, all the way across the field. That one's going to go out of bounds and go to the Irish.
Score from senior night for the girls at HSE. Mount Vernon is down 6-1 to HSE.
Well, we'll see the HSE girls and the Noblesville girls coming up here in a week or two. We see one of them here and one of them at HSE.
We see the boys down there and the girls here.
I couldn't remember which was which, but we'll have both the boys and girls matches. That ought to be exciting.
The game was almost.
There's a shot
there
and a goal. There's the goal.
Good hit.
That was Alt. You predicted that, Dan. You said he was just standing right there, and
he's been lurking.
Just as quick. Take a look at this replay here. He just one bounce, got a good bounce on the ball.
Great hit on that.
And Colasso tried to move to his right, but he just couldn't get there. So at the 13:01 mark of the second half, the Millers take a 1-0 lead on the goal by Alt. I can't remember. Was there an assist on that too?
Couldn't see.
Okay, I couldn't tell either. Alt with his 6th goal of the season, and what a beautiful goal, Dan.
That was nice hit. Definitely a player. Yeah, that HSE Noblesville game historically is for the conference championship, so setting up that way this year. They still got games before then, but
the pressure is on the Fighting Irish now, Dan. I mean, they've got to come back here and
got to get players forward now.
Yeah, they've got 12:45 to try to even this one up or take the lead. And will the Millers be content to play defense and just try to keep the ball into the Irish zone, or how will they approach this now?
He's sending players forward. I'd say he's going to try to get another one, at least for now. There's still 12 minutes left.
A lot of time. Well, it took 68 minutes to finally get a goal in this match.
Well, for you and I this year, it took 148 minutes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think we knew from the onset that if this was, the way things are going in the first half, Dan, I thought we might have a 0-0 match again here. And
yeah, you called that before we started.
Yeah, and but I think both of us, conventional wisdom was that this probably wouldn't be more than a 1 or 2 goal difference in this game. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if it ends at 1-0.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Getting that goal, though, opens Cathedral up now. They're going to have to go for a score, which opens them up defensively, which to some degree will make it easier now for Noblesville.
Yeah, they've got to take a few more chances because they don't want another loss. Both of these teams are 3A teams, so they could meet again in the tournament at some point. Irish trying to get it set up, and Carter comes running out of the goal and smothers that one. Adam Carter's had a great game tonight, but you got to believe at this point he's going to be extremely cautious.
Yeah, I would think so.
Miller's with an opportunity down the sideline. I stand corrected, Dan. I'm sorry. The Irish are a 2A team.
That's right. Yeah.
So they will not meet again. They're ranked number 2 in 2A this week, aren't they?
Yeah, that's a girls' ranking there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Miller's just trying to keep that ball away from the goal. And if they have an opportunity to score here again, they're obviously going to take advantage of it, but they're more concerned right now. I think they're more concerned, while they'd like to get another goal, I think they're obviously more concerned about the possibility, about keeping it away and keeping the pressure on the Irish down on the north end of the field. Keep it away from Adam Carter. Colasso will have the kick. 9:15 remaining in this one.
Don't see a lot of bounce out there.
No, these kids are tired. Miller's trying to get their 5th win of the season. Almost an opportunity there for the Millers.
Out for a corner.
Yeah, Irish went back, and Gruber, it looked like he was trying to kick that ball one direction and ended up going the other direction. And fortunately for the Irish, there weren't any Millers there, but the Millers will have a corner kick now. See what they can set up here. Ooh.
I think that was Alt on the header.
Yeah, just to the right of the Colasso. He's going to kick the ball back into play.
He's one of those players, the ball just finds him.
Yeah.
8 left.
Colasso gets it down the field. Holland heads it. Millers have got it back again. They're trying to set it up and drive it back down the field. A little foul there. Gabe Himes was grabbing the shirt.
Yeah, he came back. He's going to call it back here.
Yeah.
He gave him the advantage there for a bit.
Clock continues to roll under 7:30. Noah Gruber will have the kick. Gruber sends it high and deep. That one harmlessly goes out of bounds. That'll be a kick by the goalie there, won't it, Dan?
Yeah. Goal kick. Got another substitution here. back into the game. At least early in the game, a lot of the balls came through Callahan here, so he's sure he's one of their go-tos.
2 goals, 6 points on the season for Callahan. Their leading scorer is Schneider with 4 goals and 10 points. Schneider with the big number 3 on the back of his white uniform. Another foul there against the Millers, or rather against the Irish. The Millers will have the kick. Braden Kofer will put the ball back. No, I'm sorry, that's Jack Miller. I thought I saw 11 at his 18. See if they can deflect it into the net. Can't quite deflect it. That's going to go out of bounds.
Another throw in.
Yep. Millers will have the ball. Clock continues to roll. We're below 6 minutes now. Millers doing everything they can to try to protect this 1-goal lead. So far, Dan, they've done a pretty good job of this.
They have. They're still putting the pressure on Cathedral.
That goal was scored 7 minutes ago, and the Millers have really kept pretty good pressure on the Irish. There they go again. Alt missed the ball. Morosis
kind of shanked that one out of bounds, but all he wanted to do was get rid of it.
Yep, he got it about halfway down the field, and then the Irish ended up putting it out of bounds. Millers just keep, I mean, they'll be content to just keep pounding this ball back to midfield. Carter grabs it, and he'll kick it in. Under 5 to go in this one. Will it end up 1-0, Dan?
Don't know.
Low kick, not particularly long by Carter, but Millers do take control of it. Trying their darndest to keep the thing in the center of the field. Another out-of-bounds play. That's going to be a Miller inbound.
And out again. So Cathedral have a throw here with 4 minutes.
Irish doing everything they can to try to get this ball into the goal, taking some chances down here. And are they going to have a kick? Yeah, they're going to have a kick from there, aren't they?
He called a foul in there.
Yep. Colton Johnson
under 4
kicked the ball. Good job with the head there by the Millers to get that ball out of danger. Who's back there to try to get it but Alt? Millers trying to defend, keep it away from that goal box.
That Alt's only a freshman, so he'll be around here for a few
amazing.
Years.
That is just amazing. Picked up his 6th goal of the season at the 13:01 mark. Irish have been trying to put the pressure on the Millers, Dan, but the Millers have done a good job of reacting to it, I think. Ooh, 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 ooh. That one hurt. I don't think there was anything malicious on that, Dan, but...
no, they just came together.
Yeah, they came together, and it looked like...
he's giving a card.
Is he? Okay.
Yep. Number 14, Johnson, taking the card.
Well, he's the one that took the brunt of the blow as far as he went down. He went down very hard.
They'll have to sub for him.
Yeah, he took a hard kick in the shins. That stops the clock for only the 2nd time in this match.
Yep.
Carter puts it in play. Good long, low drive down the field. Irish take it. Callahan brings it down. Carter coming out right on the edge of the goal box. And
he's going to put that off into the other field into the dark there.
Yes, he did. Probably a wise play on his part, though, going after that ball, Dan. I mean,
absolutely.
He's definitely a what I would call a roaming goalie, wouldn't you?
Yeah, he's a big boy, too.
Irish trying to get it set up.
Did
that hit the post?
Sure did.
I thought it did, too. Wow. Irish keeping the pressure on, centered.
Nice stop.
Carter
there.
with a nice save there, right at the post.
Under 2.
Adam Carter ready to put the ball back in play. Gets it almost 3/4 of the way down the field. Irish there to defend. Miller's trying to get it back. Irish take it back. Sean Callahan right in the middle of that for the Irish. Miller's trying to get something set up here. Good job of defense there by Schoenfeld. Ball's coming all the way down. Oh, my.
That wasn't good.
That was uncalled for. There's a card going up. I can't tell if it's a yellow. Oh, it's a yellow card, isn't it, Dan? That's the kind of play that you hate to see in the game, Dan, regardless of what time it happens. And, this late in the game, and Carter was basically defenseless, and he just, I don't know how to say it, he just got mowed down. And that's wrong.
1:11 left.
And I'll get off my soapbox. Carter puts it back.
It's one of those frustration hits.
Yes. Oh, no, I understand, but it's just one of those things that it's uncalled for. Frustration hit, but very unsportsmanlike. We're under a minute. Miller's trying to keep it down on the far end. Is that going to roll dead before it goes out of bounds or not? Oh, they had an out-of-bounds play over here. My mistake. Looks like the Irish are going to have a kick here.
This will be about the last chance here.
Yeah, under 25 seconds. Irish hurrying to get this thing straightened out. There is the shot, the kick. That's going to, I don't know if that's going to get out of bounds or not. Both teams are going after it. Irish have got it.
10, 9.
Miller's with it. Irish still have it. Miller's take it away. And that's probably going to do it. That an offside?
Yeah.
But that won't make any difference. So, 2 halves in the books. The final score, the Noblesville Millers 1, the Cathedral Fighting Irish 0. Dan, your thoughts on this game tonight?
It was a good contest. I think they were very evenly matched. I think Noblesville did a better job throughout the game of possession. And also they got the goal, which was the critical part. But most of the pressure came from Noblesville this evening.
It was a beautiful goal, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
It wasn't.
That's a real hit.
It was not a fluke or anything like that. I mean, it was a well-earned goal by Palmer Auld, who gets his 6th goal of the season, leading goal scorer for the Millers. And in that, Millers come back after a tough loss in a conference game to Zionsville, and come up against a good program like Cathedral. So this has got to give them a little bit of incentive too.
Oh, I think so too. Now they're in a good position here, I think, to finish out the conference play.
Yeah, the regular season, if I got my schedule here, I'm trying to remember when their next match is.
They'll have Pike on Saturday.
Yeah.
And then Franklin Central on Tuesday.
Then the week after that, we will see them back here on Hamilton County Television for the
HSE.
The boys match and the girls match. Both of those matches will be seen on Hamilton County Television. Dan, a pleasure to have you here. I thank you for being with us today, and we'd like to thank everybody who's been watching today's broadcast of IHSAA Men's Soccer on Hamilton County Television, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating 26 years in business. We'd also like to thank our other great sponsors: Noblesville Trophies, Community Health Network, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Smith's Jewelers, One Zone, the HamiltonCountyCalendars.com. On behalf of our technical crew of Lucas, Will, and Jim Wofford, my name is Brad Silbert. On behalf of Dan Axe, thank you for joining us tonight. Good night.